Well, hello everyone. Today's the big day. MX Trains here. Join me at Stoke-on-Trent at the moment. Dispatch just going on for the 8:27 service to Manchester Piccadilly. Anyway, it is the big day. It is the 21st of July 2026. So we all know what that means. It is time to ride first class with Avanti West Coast from Stafford to Glasgow Central. We're here at Stoke-on-Trent at the moment, obviously, waiting on the 0857 London North Western Railway service to Stafford. And then we got a quick change in Stafford for the 0947 Avanti West Coast service, which will take me to Glasgow Central. Anyway, our indicator's just flashed up for this service. Anyway, we're going to wait here at Stoke-on-Trent for a moment before our train arrives. Right, didn't get the arrival, but we're here now on 35107. This is the slightly delayed 8:57 departure from Stoke-on-Trent going to Stafford. We are literally just pulling away from Stoke-on-Trent now. And we've got about just under half an hour in Stafford before our train that will take us all the way to Glasgow Central. Right, we've made it to Stafford. Obviously, as I said before, Avanti West Coast Station with 5 platforms. Anyway, as I said before, our next train will be the 0947 Avanti West Coast service, which will take me to Glasgow Central. And obviously, we'll be riding on this in first class too. So, I do have a reservation for this train. It is in coach J with seat number 22. But I'm probably not going to take that seat as it is a 4-seater and I'm not just going to waste space with 3 other seats if there's just me. So I'm probably going to go for one of the single-seaters in Coach J instead. Here we go, 390.045 is departing here as the 0924 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Birmingham New Street, calling at Wolverhampton, Sandwell and Dudley, Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry and London Euston formed of 9 coaches. And at the same time, 805 006 is also departing with the 925 Avanti West Coast service to Holyhead, calling at Crewe, Chester, Flint, Prestatyn, Rhyl, Colwyn Bay, Landudno Junction, Bangor and Holyhead formed of 5 coaches. Anyway, that's going off to London Euston with its next stop being Wolverhampton. And that's going off to Holyhead with its next stop being Crewe. Got 807 006 there on a service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street. And 35113 is here now, departing with the 0939 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street, calling at Penkridge, Wolverhampton, Coseley and Birmingham New Street. This train is formed of 4 coaches. Pendolino passing through. That's 39154. The first Pendolino I actually did an announcement on. That's going from London Euston to Glasgow Central. My train is here now. The train now arriving into platform 5 is the 0947 Avanti West Coast service to Glasgow Central via Preston, calling at Crewe, Warrington Bank Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston, Lancaster, Carlisle and Glasgow Central. This train is formed of 11 coaches. So, who is my chariot to Glasgow Central? City of Carlisle, 390-134. This is my train to Glasgow Central. Yep, well, here's Standard Premium, which for whatever reason is still labelled as first class. Anyway, we'll now see you on board as we depart and head to Glasgow Central. Right, I just had to walk up to Coach C to show the train manager my ticket, as I thought it would be important to do so. And we're now making our way back down to Coach J. Right, so welcome to the first class section here now on board this Avanti West Coast Pendolino. I just went ahead and sat in my reserve seat, which is Coach J, number 22, as you can see there, reserved to Glasgow Central. Anyway, we are due to have 3 hours and 28 minutes on here. Calling at Crewe, Warrington Bank Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston, Lancaster, Carlisle and Glasgow Central. With our first stop in about 15 minutes time being Crewe. water and menu acquired upon leaving crib. Right, I have ordered breakfast. I'm having a toasted tea cake like I usually do when I'm travelling first class with Avanti West Coast. The first time I'm doing it on a decent length ride on a Pendolino. I've done it for a decent length ride on an Avro twice, but this is the first time I've done it on a decent ride on a Pendolino. Can I have an apple juice, please?
Apple juice.
Thank you very much. Breakfast is served. Just left Wigan, just left Warrington Bank.
Or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it,
And
sort
honestly, the run's going great already. Like, Avanti West Coast never fails to disappoint with their first class service. Honestly, it is absolutely great. was great train spotting here last month.
Yeah, you've had a chance.
Right, whilst we're stopped at Wigan North Western, gonna have a quick run over of some of the ideas I have in mind for when we reach Glasgow Central. First plan is to go and see the remains of the fire damaged building on Union Street following the Union Corner fire back in March, which obviously led to a prolonged closure of Glasgow Central. But the exclusion zone is removed now, as obviously demolition work on the building is complete. And on Friday, literally just on Friday, the Union Street and Gordon Street entrances reopened.
To Glasgow Central, calling at Preston, Lancaster, Carlisle.
Thank you, Emma. Anyway, we're going to catch some more journey coverage for you as we depart Wigan North Western and head towards our next stop, which is Preston. And I have some news. We have just reached the 1 hour mark within this journey. So we now only have 2 hours and 28 minutes to continue zipping along the main line at 125 miles an hour until we arrive into Glasgow Central, where we're expected at 13:14. Right, we're here now at Preston, where there is going to be a crew change on board this service now, and the crew that are joining the train here will take us the rest of the way to Glasgow Central. Anyway, we only have 2 more stops now after Preston before we arrive at Glasgow Central, which are Lancaster and Carlisle. Right, so as we're waiting for the crew change to be completed, and whilst we're here at Preston, let's take a look at what you get in the first class area on board the Avanti West Coast Pendolino. Starting off as usual, reading lights and seat reservations. Get a coat hanger here. Get an ample amount of legroom under the table. Get a functioning seat recline. You get tables at every single seat. And obviously you have the new seat occupancy sensors that were added as part of the Pendolino's refurbishment in 2024. And obviously you also get the armrests, which are a bit more chunky than the ones you have in standard class. And the seats are a lot better as well. They're slightly bigger than standard class, and I love the headrest and the first class cover that is on it. Anyway, let's get out of Preston, and our next stop will be Lancaster. Well, happy days on arrival at Lancaster. They've just bought me a lemonade. Plug Lemonade by Louis Tomlinson in the comments. So, got some even more snacks here upon being somewhere between Oxenholme Lake District and Penrith for the North Lakes. Got a pack of sea salt flavoured crisps, sprinkle shortbread, chocolate bar. Fun fact about these were actually made in Stoke-on-Trent. Obviously, as you all know by now, my hometown. And they've also bought me a nice milky cup of tea as well. Anyway, I'm getting the feeling that we are somewhere close to Penrith now. We are at our penultimate station before Glasgow Central, and that is, of course, Carlisle, where we're pretty much slap bang on the border between England and Scotland. So, once this train flies over the River Sark, we are officially into Scotland. we have crossed the River Sark, so we are officially in Scotland. And racing along at 125 miles an hour towards Lockerbie. In the last short period of the train ride now, across England and Scotland from Stafford to Glasgow Central. We've been on here now for, been on the go for about 2 hours now. We've only got about another 45 minutes to go until we get into Glasgow Central. So, I'm having one last drink now in the form of a Pepsi Max. And then, soon we'll be getting everything prepared ahead of our arrival into Glasgow Central. What a ride that's been. I am so relaxed. I really don't want to get off this train, but we are nearly at Glasgow Central now. And here we are. Well, we've made it. The sun is out in Scotland at Glasgow Central. Anyway, the first thing we're going to do here is go and see the remains of the facade on Union Street following the March Union Corner fire. Anyway, station summary here for you. Glasgow Central is a Network Rail Scotland managed station. There are 17 platforms. It is one of them split level stations. Platforms 1 to 15 are the high level, and platforms 16 and 17 are your low level platforms here at Glasgow Central. Anyway, the station was partially closed between the 8th of March and 25th of March 2026 due to a very severe fire originating in a vape shop that took out a building on Union Corner just next door to the station. So, the station's low-level platforms reopened on Wednesday the 11th of March, which was 3 days after the fire. Platforms 7 to 15 of the high level reopened on Wednesday the 25th of March, on Wednesday the 18th of March, a week later. And on Wednesday the 25th of March the next week, platforms 1 to 6 joined the fun as they were reopened. And literally, just on Friday, the Union Street and Gordon Street entrances to the station have since reopened. Anyway, we're going to go out of the Union Street entrance and go and take a look at what remains following that fire. Well, I will say it is really nice to be back at Glasgow Central. Since it was 2021 last time I visited this station. Obviously, long before the fire, and the building on Union Corner still existed. But obviously, since... Yeah, well... Since... Obviously, since Friday, this entrance, the one on Union Street and the one on Gordon Street, have since reopened. But obviously, we have where the building on Union Street on the corner once stood. That is what remains of Union Corner following the Union Corner fire on the 8th of March 2026. And as you can see, not a lot remains of where the building used to be. You can see a couple of collapsed bricks in there, but that's about your lot. Of course, it did take out quite a huge chunk of the building. Literally, bricks came crashing down all around this area here. And an exclusion zone was marked in place after Scottish Fire and Rescue handed over the site to Glasgow City Council. And the exclusion zone was literally removed on the 13th of July. And on the 17th of July, followed the reopening of the Gordon Street and Union Street entrances to Glasgow Central. To Glasgow. Anyway, we've seen the remains of the Union Corner building that was more or less completely destroyed in the fire back in March. Right, quick little bit of an update, just on to chill here in the first house lounge here at Glasgow Central for a bit. Got another can of lemonade and we've got another pack of sea salt crisps as well. Gonna have about and have some time in here before head back out onto the station. Well, it's nice to finally be back at Glasgow Central after such a long time. Almost 5 years since the last time I was here. 28th of August 2021 was my last visit to Glasgow Central. And now here I am again on the 21st of July 2026. So nearly 5 years to the day since my last visit. Of which we do actually have a ScotRail 385 making its way in. I believe this is supposed to be coming in from Lanark. Well, we've done everything we wanted to. We've seen the remains of the Union Corner building, of which there practically isn't anything left of it. Anyway, 385040, so this will be one of the 3-car units. And I do believe this is arriving from Lanark. Yeah, well, got this service to Barhead that'll be departing shortly. To Barhead.
The rear platform 14 for the 1400 top rail service to Ayr. Colliers, Lisbon Street, Johnston, Kilwinning, Irvine, Grassy, Troon, Prestwick International Airport, Prestwick Town, between Ayr and Ayr. This train is formed of
Literally.
6 coaches.
It's ScotRail Central here at the moment. 385, 318, 360. No, not 360, 380.
The next train to depart from
Then behind that you got a 320.
will be the 1405
Then after that,
service to Goole.
you've then behind that you've got a pair of 156s.
Boston, Catsteig, Greenock Central, Greenock West, Fulton Tilver and Goole. This train is formed of 3 coaches. The rear platform 15 for the 1405 top rail service to Goole.
Yeah, well, as you probably heard, then there'll be a service to Gurok departing shortly. Well, and we're actually visiting more or less 2 months before the opening of Balgrave Station on the Neilston line between Neilston and Patterton. A section that is familiar as part of the Cathcart Circle route in Train Sim World. But I think our next port of call will be the low-level platforms. Got a Pendolino over here making its way in. Terminating from London Euston. That is Rethink Mental Illness 39006. And obviously, as I said, that is terminating from London Euston. Right, just got down there to discover that there aren't any trains. So I guess that means we're now retreating to the high level. So, back up the escalators to platforms 1 to 15. And we emerge back out into the glorious sunshine of Glasgow. Sunshine of Glasgow. Here we go now, we're back up on the high level. And we're now in the area around platforms 11 to 15. Where there's a ScotRail 385 departing down there for Gurok. Down platform 12, we got 380.011 with a service to Paisley Canal. Yep, 1408 service to Paisley Canal from ScotRail. Coming at Dunbreck, Corker Hill, Moss Park, Crookston, Hawkhead and Paisley Canal. Formed of 3 coaches. There we go, we've got one of ScotRail's Peps is just departing down there. Looks like that 156 is having a bit of problems with duct tape. Well, that's 156492 at the front. And we'll find out what's at the rear when it departs for Kilmarnock. Here we go, I think they're getting ready for dispatch on this 1408 service to Paisley Canal. Well, it's nice to see that the station's coping well. After that disastrous fire. Here we go, we've got a 385 departing down there. Don't know what time service it is. It's 385040 heading back out. Believe that's going back out to Lanark. And in the meantime, another 385 arrives. Oh, here we go, 380.011's departing for Paisley Canal. 385038, I believe that's coming in from Edinburgh. Yeah, and then there's 390.6 over there. Obviously going. Obviously that'll be getting back out to London Euston later. Well, it has just announced the service to East Kilbride. Now let's see the grand appearance of this big front archway of Glasgow Central. Now here's a bit of a problem, I don't think we can get to it. Well, looks like we might have to go to platform 10 to see that depart. Got a 380 arriving in, I believe this is from Newton. 380 107's doing this one. Oh, here we go, these 156s are departing for Kilmarnock. Obviously 156492s at the front. Followed up at the rear by 156442. Anyway, off they go for Kilmarnock. Next up for us will be Barhead. Next up for departure from platform 10 will be 380 102. The 1415 ScotRail service to Ardrossan Harbour, calling at Paisley Gilmore Street, Johnston, Milliken Park, Howe Wood. No, Milliken Park, Howe Wood, Loch Winnock, Glengarnock, Kilwinning, Stevenston, Saltcoats, Ardrossan South Beach, Ardrossan Town and Ardrossan Harbour. This train is formed of 4 coaches. Well, it's 14:14, so dispatch will be going on any second. Here we go until lights are off. There's the big buzz. And there's the ding. Because they're the zeros, we can do the same thing with the Haas 380s than we can with the 360s and 350s. .380 102 heading off to Ardrossan Harbour. Next stop will be Paisley Gilmore Street. Next up for departure from platform 1, we will have 390 006 Rethink Mental Illness. The 1434 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, calling at Carlisle, Oxenholme Lake District, Lancaster, Preston, Wigan North Western, Warrington Bank Quay and London Euston. This train is formed of 9 coaches. Here we go, dispatch going on. Well, here we go. 390 006 for the first time here in Glasgow. Take it away with your 3 stages. This is the first time the 3-stage takeoff will ever grace Scotland. There's the gun. There's the hiss. And there's the whine. Oh, all four. You always get some good flange sound when these leave. $390,006 heading off to London Euston. Next stop will be Carlisle. In the meantime, got a ScotRail 156 terminating from Carlisle. 156510. And obviously, as I just said, that is terminating from Carlisle. Next up for departure from platform 2 will be 385012. The 1503 ScotRail service to Edinburgh. Calling at Bells Hill, Shotts, West Calder, Livingston South, Haymarket and Edinburgh. This train is formed of 3 coaches. Three 5012 heading off to Edinburgh. Next stop will be Bells Hill. Well, whilst we were here at Glasgow Central, 39119 turned up. Well, nice to see 39119 show up while I'm here. Looks like it's been a bit of a bird striker. Anyway, this will be heading back out as the 1538 to London Euston. TP397 there, departing from Manchester Airport. That's 397001. I know the next stop for that will be Motherwell. The final train here at Glasgow Central before we jump on our train back to Stafford. Departing from platform 1 is the Pendolino Progress 39119. This is the 1538 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Calling at Carlisle, Oxenholme Lake District, Lancaster, Preston, Wigan North Western, Warrington Banquet and London Euston. This train is formed of 11 coaches. After this, I'll need to go and hand my platform pass back in and then hop on my train. 39119 heading off to London Euston. Next stop will be Carlisle. Then this is our train here. This is City of Edinburgh 39130. The 1557 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Birmingham New Street. Calling at Motherwell, Carlisle, Oxenholme Lake District, Preston, Wigan North Western, Warrington Banquet, Crewe, Stafford, Wolverhampton, Sandwell and Dudley, Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry, Rugby, Milton Keynes Central, Watford Junction and London Euston. This train is formed of 11 coaches. Anyway, I'm going to hand my platform pass back in and then we're going to jump on board. There we go. I've handed my platform pass back in. So now, it is time to say goodbye to Glasgow Central and jump on my train back home. Obviously here, this is 39130 City of Edinburgh. The 1557 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Birmingham New Street. Calling at Motherwell, Carlisle, Oxenholme Lake District, Preston, Wigan North Western, Warrington Banquet, Crewe, Stafford, Wolverhampton, Sandwell and Dudley, Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry, Rugby, Milton Keynes Central, Watford Junction and London Euston. This train is formed of 11 coaches. I'm going to try and get the seat that I want in Coach K, which is number 3. If it isn't reserved at all. Thank you, Fletcher. Won't be hearing your voice again for a while. So, we're almost at the front now. So there we go, City of Edinburgh 39130. This will be my train back to Stafford. And the rare catch for this service is we don't call at Lancaster.
Smoking is not permitted anywhere in Glasgow Central Station.
I'm underage, I can't anyway.
The canopy at Gordon Street entrance to the station. Thank you for your cooperation.
So, we'll try and get seat number 3 in Coach K. Here we go, magic step, and I will lift my feet off Glasgow Central's platforms for the last time, for a while. So here we go, we are on my train back home. This is 39130 City of Edinburgh. As I said, the 1557 to London Euston via Birmingham New Street. And obviously we're taking this as far as Stafford. Oh, here we go, we are pulling away from Glasgow Central bang on time at 1557. So this will be the time we say goodbye to Glasgow as we make our way back home. upon about 15 minutes of leaving Motherwell, and food is being prepared. Like this morning, I'm having a toasted tea cake and an apple juice. recording this a bit late, but upon leaving Motherwell, food was served again. As usual with me, toasted tea, cake and apple juice like I had this morning. Anyway, I'm going to dig in as we continue our journey. Right, we've just crossed over the River Sark again, so obviously that means goodbye Scotland, hello again England. Tea cakes are absolutely heaven on these Pendolinos. And obviously as we see all the trees and the bushes race by at high speed. Just went into some kind of incredibly short tunnel for a second there. And look at that. One moment it's all trees and shrubbery racing past you, next second it's all fields. And then it goes back to trees and bushes again. And trust me, I'm gonna love seeing the shot of the River Loon at high speed as we pass through Lancaster later on in the journey. Right, now it's on to this absolutely glorious apple juice, which I absolutely loved on the last journey, so I'm sure I'll love it again on this one. That gets the spot. That's always what I love about first class with Avanti West Coast. It's just how amazing their service is, especially in first class.
We're now approaching Carlisle.
When leaving us here, make sure you have all your luggage and belongings with you, and please mind the step down to the platform.
As you just heard from Emma Linton and Pete Gold just then, we are on the approach to Carlisle, which is our first stop now that we're back in England. We're just going past.
Services now on approach into Carlisle. Please make changes here for services that is heading towards Dumfries via Gretna Green and Annan. Passengers travelling along towards Newcastle, and any passengers that is travelling towards Workington and Whitehaven, then please make your changes here at Carlisle. The next Dumfries service for you will be the 1727 departure, that will be from platform number 7. Any passengers that is travelling towards Newcastle tonight, it can be the 1733 departure. That will be the Middlesbrough service, and that does go via Newcastle, and that will be departing from platform number 5. Any passengers travelling towards Workington and Whitehaven as the 1750 departure, and that will be from platform number 2. Once again, for passengers leaving us here at Carlisle, please do double check you have all your personal belongings, and please mind your step when you're stepping from the train towards the platform edge. Service now on approach into Carlisle.
There we go, as we also heard from our lovely train manager just then. Anyway, we are proper slowing down now as we arrive at Carlisle. first stop back in England, obviously, which is Carlisle. Then from here it is on to Oxenholme Lake District in about 25 minutes. Then it's Preston, which will take about half an hour from Oxenholme Lake District. And we're due to Preston at 18:16. happened on this run since we left Preston now? We got held up as there was no driver to take the train onwards from Preston. Pendolino got cut short at Preston, so everyone's been forced onto this train, and first class is now declassified. And we were held up at Warrington Bank Quay for 9 minutes because apparently overhead wire problems in Axon Grange Junction, which is currently why at the moment we are running at a reduced speed. Well, I can tell you at this point, it's highly likely that I am going to file a complaint to Avanti West Coast about this. And I will also put an application in for a refund as well. Looks like for the last about 10 or 15 minutes of the run back to Stafford, we do actually have a decently quiet first class again. But it doesn't change the fact that it's still declassified. Right. Emma Linton's just gone off. We are on the approach to Stafford, and I bet the train manager's about to do the same thing.
Hey folks, Sharon speaking. It's driving in towards Stafford. You are leaving the train here, please. Take the train to the platform edge. To get Stafford is the next station, of course. Thank you.
Right, anyway, be jumping off this train shortly. Then waiting for my connection back to Stoke-on-Trent.
London Northwest.
And just like that, here we are at Stafford. We've just come off just half 39130.
Fast train to London Euston, please remain at platform number 1.
Which
Remain at platform 1.
obviously has just brought me in from Glasgow Central.
By Watford Junction, it's the fast train towards London. Remain at platform 1 for the fast service to London Euston.
The experience was okay to start off with, but started going downhill quite badly once we reached Preston. Anyway, we're now going to wait for our train, which is going to be the 1954 Avanti West Coast service to Crewe, or the 2033 cross country service to Manchester there is actually a delayed night. There is actually a 1933 to Manchester Piccadilly from cross country. So, if I scoot it over to platform 5, I can get that. Here we go, trains here, the reinstated 1933 cross-country service to Manchester Piccadilly, calling at Stoke-on-Trent, Macclesfield, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. This train is formed of, I think it's formed of 5 coaches. Yes it is.
Stoke-on-Trent, Macclesfield, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. This train is formed of 5 coaches.
221137. So, this Here's my unit home. And it's surprisingly quiet for a cross-country service. It's 27 minutes late, but it's dead. And welcome on board 221137, my chariot back home to Stoke-on-Trent. And welcome back to Stoke-on-Trent after a brilliant day out in Glasgow. Honestly, it's been quite a mental journey, especially on the return. But other than those ups and downs, it's been a lot of fun. Well, then again, railways have their ups and downs. Anyway, I'm gonna head off now as I'm pretty shattered. I did end up dozing off on that Pendolino going back twice actually. Anyway, I'm gonna head off now. So until the next video with MH Trains, remember to like and subscribe. That's all for now, train spotters, but remember you can rewatch all of the action on the MH Trains channel by checking out previous videos. And if you haven't already, why not consider that subscribe button, as it would really support future videos. And if you haven't already, why not become a part of the Stafford, as you can become part of the channel's content yourself. Please leave some station location suggestions in the comments, as it will help discover new stations. And if you're considering becoming a Spotswood member, go over and check out Spot of the Rise channel. Details on how to join are over there. Please stay tuned for future videos very soon. I'll plan to get them out as soon as I can. And why not consider hitting the like button on this video while you're at it. Well, until the next video with MH Trains, remember to like and subscribe.